Good morning students, welcome to the science class. Today we are learn lesson number 8, agriculture. In this lesson, one famous poem is given here. Everybody listen students. That is a Kannada poem. ನೇಗಿಲ ಹಿಡಿದು ಹೊಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಉಳುವ ಯೋಗಿ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಫಲವನ್ನು ಬಯಸಿದೆ ಸೇವೆಯ ಪೂಜೆಯು ಕರ್ಮವೇ ಈ ಪರ ಸಾಧನವು ಕಷ್ಟದಳವು ಅನ್ನವ ದುಡಿವಿನ ತ್ಯಾಗಿ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ನಿಯಮದೊಳಗವನೇ ಭೋಗಿ. The famous poem in Kannada which is written by Rashtrakavi Kuveಂಪು. In this poem, words like Ulva Yogi means the person who plows. Annava Dudivina Tyagi means the person who sacrifice himself and produce food. So you can guess who he is, students? Yes, he is a farmer. That poem is composed on farmers who provide food for us. Agriculture is the main occupation of the farmers. So farmers are called agriculturalists. Agriculturalists engaged themselves in agriculture and related activities to lead their life. So let us know certain information about agriculture we read in this lesson. After studying this lesson, you understand the various stages of agriculture and from where we get food. Understand the nature of work and the problems of farm laborers, small-scale farmers and large-scale farmers, and give solutions. Next, understand organic farming and chemical farming and differentiate it. Know about rain-fed agriculture land and irrigated agricultural land. Next, understand drip irrigation and spray irrigation and make a list of crops which are grown in both methods. Next, collect information about intensive farming and mixed farming or a horticulture. Last, recognize the modern and traditional methods or systems of seed storage. First of all, we understand that what is the meaning of agriculture. Agriculture, the practice of growing plants on a large scale for food or other purposes is called agriculture. The plants that are grown in large quantities in a particular area or region at a particular season are called crops. Students, you know that food is the main source of energy and nutrition for all organisms, include human beings. So the importance of food in our life. But do you know where we obtain our food from? Yes, we obtain food from plants and animals. Growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful product is called agriculture. Any plant that is cultivated on a large scale for food, clothing or any other use is called a crop. Next, people who work on farms are called farmers. Those are doing work in a agriculture land, they are called farmers, and we depend on them for our food. Agriculture is the main occupation of in India. Nearly 70% of the population is engaged in agriculture. M.S. Swaminathan. M.S. Swaminathan is an Indian agriculture scientist. He is known as father of Green Revolution in India. He successfully introduced and further developed high-yielding varieties of wheat in India. Remember, so students, here one activity is given. Everybody listen. Observe the people who are working in the farms or a field, agriculture field. Remember the work they do there and make a list of them. So students, he asking here, the farmers, what are they doing work in a farm or a land? So listen, farmers will plough the land, agriculture land. They are sowing seeds in the fields. They are cutting and harvesting the crops. They irrigate farm soil and maintain ditches or pipes and pumps. They operate and service farm machinery and tools. One more activity is given. Listen, make a list of the main crop of your district. So students, which is your district? Yes, it is a Vijaypura. Vijaypura is our district. In Vijaypura, which are the main crops here grown? So first one, red gram, wheat, jawar, pearl millet means bajra, Bengal gram, sugarcane and grapes. All these crops are grown in Vijaypura district. Basic steps of agriculture practices. What are the basic steps of agriculture? Now listen student. Let us study about the various stages of agriculture. First is plowing of field, uses of fertilizers, sowing of seeds, irrigation of the field, protection of crops, and last, harvesting of crops. So let us study one by one all these stages in explanation. Various stages of agriculture. The first stage of agriculture is plowing. In plowing, the soil is first made loose with a plow. The loose soil allows air and water to pass through and help the roots of crops to penetrate easily into the soil. Plowing of field means the field is plowed before sowing seeds. The process of turning and loosening of the soil is called plowing. Generally, plowing is done with the help of wooden plows which are drawn usually by a pair of bullocks. In modern days, improved plow made of iron are used and tractors are also used to plow the land. Plowing means in the first step in the preparation of soil which involves loosening and turning it by the process of tilling or plowing. What are the loosening of the soil's importance, students? When soil looses, the particles have air space which helps the roots to breathe, and loose soil retain moisture for a longer duration. So soil is tilled with the help of tools called plows. You can see in the images students, here in the first image, that is a wooden plow, and in the second that is a iron plow, and third that is a tractor which is used for plow. Okay, now plow and other tools needed for large scale production of crops are called agricultural implements. Plows are either drawn by bullocks or driven by tractors. The two main types of plows employed for tilling are wooden plow and iron plows. Next step is types of fertilizers. There are different types of fertilizers. First is organic fertilizer or a manure, chemical fertilizer, biofertilizer, compost manure and vermicompost manure. You can see in the image student here, that is organic farming. In organic farming, green leaf manure, crop protection, biological management, animal husbandry, biofertilizers, manure and vermicompost. All these are called organic farming. Fertilizers are natural or chemical substance which contain one or more nutrients essential for plant growth. Natural fertilizers, for example, natural fertilizer is manure. Manure refers to the solid or liquid organic matter which is derived from animal waste and plant waste. And chemical fertilizers are manufactured in factories and they are usually specific in their mineral content. The most commonly used inorganic fertilizers are the NPK fertilizer, means in that NPK which is rich for nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So that is a chemical fertilizer. Uses of fertilizer. Fertilizers are added to the soil to increase its fertility. Fertilizers are natural or chemical substances which contain one or more nutrients essential for plants' growth. For example, organic compost, urea, diammonium phosphate means DAP, worm dropping means vermicompost or a biofertilizer. Vermicompost means it is an organic manure or a biofertilizer which produced by organisms like a earthworm feeding on biological waste material and plant residues, means plant waste. You know that students, earthworms are called farmer's friend. Do you know why? Because the burrowing action of earthworms helps to loosen the soil particles. In the process, they improve the physical structure of the soil and they increase the availability of plant nutrients and mix and till the soil easily. Next is sowing of seeds. Sowing of seeds usually done either manually or with the help of an instrument called a seed drill. Sowing of seeds is usually done either manually or with the help of an instrument called a seed drill. Sowing of seeds by scattering over a large area is called broadcasting of seeds. Seeds are sown by two types. One is manually and another one is using seed drills. Manually sowing. Seeds are sown manually by directly sprinkling them into the soil. This process is called broadcasting. Seeds sown in this manner are unevenly distributed in the field. You can see in the first image, students, that is manually, that seeds are sown manually in this picture. That second picture you can see that is a seed drill. That is an instrument. Instrument name is seed drill. Using seed drill. A seed drill has an attachment which can be either bullock drawn or driven by a tractor. Seeds sown with a seed drill are evenly distributed. The only drawback of seed drill is that it is made of iron, so hence needs a lot of maintenance to prevent rusting. So how seed drill is working? Listen, each seed drill has a long pipe with a funnel at the end. It is tied to the backside of a plow. The plow makes furrows in the field and the seed drill releases seeds in the furrows through the pipe one by one. A furrow is a trench that is made in the soil for planting seeds. Next is irrigation of the field. The crops are watered or the fields are irrigated. Irrigation provides sufficient water and moisture to the growing seedlings or the germinating seeds and helps in absorption of nutrients from the soil. Irrigation means seeds sown in the soil require water for their growth. Therefore, supply of water to crops at regular intervals time in the crop production. Rainfall is one of the main source of water for crops. But since rainfall is not always dependable, so other way of supplying water have been devised. Irrigation means it is a process by which sufficient quantity of water is supplied to the crops and plants through canals, wells, tube wells, reservoirs and other etc. You can see in the images, students, here tube well is there, canal is there, and sprinkle irrigation and drip irrigation. All these are the different types of irrigation. Next is weeding tools. You can see in the images, students, that is the weeding tools which is used for cutting the weeding. Now, weeds means they are generally start growing at the irrigation stage. Sometimes seeds of weeds may get mixed up with the desirable seeds while sowing. So, the process of removing weeds is called weeding. This may be done manually or by the spraying weedicides. Manually weeding means weeds may be removed manually, means by either uprooting them or by cutting them with the help of trowel and a harrow. Next is protection of crops. Crops need protection from birds, insects, rats, etc. before harvesting. They are sprayed with chemicals called pesticides. Farmers also used scarecrows in their fields to protect crops from birds. You can see that, students, here up in the first image, a person that is spraying pesticides and he sprayed chemicals which is mixed in pesticides. Pesticides means a substance which is used for destroying insects or other organisms which are harmful to cultivate the plants. So that's why farmers spraying pesticides for the crops. And next image you can see scarecrows. Have you ever seen a scarecrow, students? Do you know why scarecrows are placed in a field, agriculture field? No? So listen. When you sow seeds and even crops, it is need to be protected from birds and rats. Birds are the big immense. They can eat always sown seeds. So it is for this reason that farmer need to place scarecrows in their agriculture land. What is the meaning of scarecrow? Scarecrow is an image or a shape of a human being that is placed in the field to frighten away from birds. You can see, students, in the second image, that image is called a scarecrows. Next is harvesting of crops. Ripened crops are harvested. It includes cutting and gathering of ripened crops, processing such as drying, sorting, cleaning and other tasks depending on the crops. Harvesting of crops means once when the crops are mature, farmers they cut and gather them. You can see in the first image, students, how the farmers are cutting and gathering the crops. This process of cutting and gathering of crops is called harvesting. The harvest period different from crop to crop. So harvesting of cereals crops is done either manually with the help of an sickle or with the help of a machine called a harvester. which is attached to a tractor. You can see in the last image, students, that is a harvester machine. Fruits and vegetables are generally hand-picked when ripe. Threshing and winnowing. After harvesting, the grains have to be separated from the cut crops. The process of beating out the grains from the crops is called threshing. Threshing can be done manually or with the help of machine called a thresher. Next is winnowing. Winnowing means separation of grains from the chaff can be carried out by the process of winnowing. In this process, the grain chaff mixture is gradually dropped on the ground from a height. The chaff being lighter is blown away by the wind and thus gets separated from the grains. You can see in the second image, students, that woman, what she doing? She separated the grains and chaff. Okay, that process is called a winnowing. So students, that lesson we continue in the next video. So today's thank you.